guys. Welcome to my forest again. Morning. Morning. Hello. Morning, everyone. Hello, TFY. Hello, Couch. And hello, Ken. Welcome. How's everyone feeling today? We're back to my forest. Back at the calm, birdie, chirping, yeah, cool, breezy place. Krakow, welcome. Hello, welcome. My peanut is still in the corner. Okay. So I'm feeling like reading some fairy tales today. I've been wanting to read the fairy tales in their original form. You know, that how do you put it, like the original folk tale and something? And I've been looking at the Andersen's fairy tales. I think that's the most famous original folk tale book. Yeah. So I'm thinking of reading some stories, and let you guys put me on like a radio, like a podcast, like a little podcast. But I feel like a bit of tickle in my throat today, though. I don't know where did it come from. Since I ate my dinner, there's a little tickle in my throat. I wonder whether that's the chili oil. That might be the chili oil in the throat. I need to have a cough. What do you mean reading it in the original form in Danish? Do I look like I can read it in Danish? I really wish I can read it in Danish. I'm not that good. It would be the English translation of it, but I've got my hand on the PDF of this, so we can read a bit of the story. Oh, Cree, welcome. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. So on the what's it called? That's called not the menu. What's that called? The menu? On the catalog. Wait, I can't even English. Yeah. On the contents. Yeah, contents. On the contents. Tiny Herb, welcome. Yeah, on the contents. The first story we have here is The Emperor's New Clothes. That's a classic, right? Wait, let me get my book up. There you go. This is a cute book, hey? This is a very cute, magical little book I have found. The Emperor's New Clothes. So bear with me with my weird accents. I'm not a very good reader. I'm not a very good reader. Just think of it as your mom reading story to you. We have each of us have a little special quirk in reading. Yeah. Oh well, your mom only gossips to you. Well, that's a very, very good bedtime story, okay? I wish I have gossips to listen to when I go to sleep. It would be like my mom's or maybe like sister. Like, you know how your sister is sleeping with you in the same room, and then she'll be like, oh, you know, that girl in my class, Oh, she came to school in a Bentley this morning. Uh, Wonder what her father is doing for work. How can she have so much money? Oh, by the way, bought a she bought a Gucci bag into school today, but I can recognize it. It's a fake. Imagine that. Imagine that. That's actually very cool. I would love to have my sister gossip to me in the sleep again. Mm. Your sister sounds like in pain with the Bentley. You have never seen a Bentley? Go into the city. Go into richest part, or maybe like go to the richest part of Australia, where like Bondi Beach. Go to Bondi. Go into the city centre, like the Melbourne city centre. I think Gold Coast have a lot of like rich people driving these cars around as well. 14 hours away. Well, fly in. Fly. I think, yeah, you might have to fly in rather than drive in. But yeah, I am in the mood of reading stories today. Alright, let me up. There we go. The Emperor's New Clothes. Oh, you're flying into Sydney in a few months. Okay. What's in Sydney? I've heard Sydney doesn't have good coffee. Sydney is just like a place for people working. SmashCon? SmashCon is not until July, isn't it? Oh, you mean in a few months. You mean Smash. Oh, okay. So you're going to Smash. I will remember that. July is in a few months. Oh shit, it's in a few months. Oh shit. Okay, let's stretch. Let's hydrate and let's stretch. Let me read a story. Stretch, guys. Alright. Story reading time. This is Andersen's Fairy Tales, The Emperor's New Clothes. Many years ago, there was an emperor who was so excessively fond of new clothes that he spent all his money in dress. He did not trouble himself in the least about his soldiers, nor did he care to go either to the theatre or the chase, except for the opportunities then afforded him for displaying his new clothes. He had a different suit for each hour of the day, and as of any other king or emperor, one is accustomed to say, he is sitting in council. It was always said of him, the emperor is sitting in his wardrobe. Time passed merrily in the large town, which was his capital. Strangers arrived every day at the court. One day, 2 rogues, calling themselves weavers, made their appearance. They gave out that they knew how to weave stuffs of the most beautiful colors and elaborate patterns. The clothes manufactured from which should have the wonderful property of remaining invisible to everyone who was unfit for the office he held, or who was extraordinarily simple in character. These must, indeed, be splendid clothes, thought the emperor. Had I such a suit, I might at once find out what men in my realms are unfit for their office, and also be able to distinguish the wise from the foolish. This stuff must be woven for me immediately. And he cost large sums of money to be given to both the weavers in order that they might begin their work directly. So the two pretended weavers set up 2 looms and affected to work very busily, though in reality they did nothing at all. They asked for the most delicate silk and the purest gold thread, put both into their own knapsacks, and then continued their pretended work at the empty looms until late at night. I should like to know how the weavers are getting on with my cloth, said the emperor to himself. After some little time has elapsed, he was, however, rather embarrassed when he remembered that a simpleton or one unfit for his office would be unable to see the manufacture. To be sure, he thought he had nothing to risk in his own person, but yet he would prefer sending somebody else to bring him intelligence about the weavers and their work, before he troubled himself in the affair. All the people throughout the city had heard of the wonderful property of the cloth was to possess, and all were anxious to learn how wise or how ignorant their neighbors might prove to be. I will send my faithful old minister to the weavers, said the emperor at last, after some deliberation. He will be best able to see how the cloth looks, for he is a man of sense, and no one can be more suitable for his office than be his. So the faithful old minister went into the hall, where the knaves were working with all their might, at their empty looms. What can be the meaning of this? Thought the old man, opening his eyes very wide. I cannot discover the least bit of thread on the looms. However, he did not express his thoughts aloud. The impostors requested him very courteously to be so good as to come nearer to their looms, and then asked him whether the design pleased him, and whether the colors were not very beautiful, at the same time pointing to the empty frames. The poor old minister looked and looked. He could not discover anything on the looms for a very good reason, viz., there was nothing there. What? Thought he again. Is it possible that I am a simpleton? I have never thought so myself, and no one must know it now, if I am so. Can it be that I am unfit for my office? No, that must not be said either. I will never confess that I could not see the stuff. Well, Sir Minister, said one of the knaves, still pretending to work, you do not say whether the stuff pleases you. Oh, it's excellent, replied the old minister, looking at the loom through his spectacles. This pattern and the colors, yes, I will tell the emperor without delay how very beautiful I think them. We shall be much obliged to you, said the impostors. And then they named the different colors and described the pattern of the pretended stuff. The old minister listened attentively to their words, in order that he might repeat them to the emperor. And then the knaves asked for more silk and gold, saying that it was necessary to complete what they had begun. However, they put all that was given them to their knapsacks, and continued to work with as much apparent diligence as before at their empty looms. The emperor now sent another officer of his court to see how the men were getting on, and to ascertain whether the cloth would soon be ready. It was just the same with the gentleman as with the minister. He surveyed the looms on all sides, but could see nothing at all but empty frames. Does not the stuff appear as beautiful to you as it did to my lord the minister? Asked the impostors of the emperor's second ambassador, at the same time making the same gestures as before, and talking of the design and colors which were not there. I certainly am not stupid, thought the messenger. It must be that I am not fit for my own good, profitable office. That is very odd. however, no one shall know anything about it. And accordingly he praised the stuff he could not see, and declared that he was delighted with both colours and patterns. Indeed, please your Imperial Majesty, said he to his sovereign when he returned. The cloth which the weavers are preparing is extraordinarily magnificent. The whole city was talking of the splendid cloth, which the emperor had ordered to be woven at his own expense, and now the emperor himself wished to see the costly manufacture. While it was still in the loom, accompanied by a select number of officers of the court, among whom were the two honest men who had already admired the cloth. He went to the crafty impostors, who, as soon as they were aware of the emperor's approach, went on working more diligently than ever, although they still did not pass a single thread through the looms. Is not the work absolutely magnificent? Said the two officers of the crown, already mentioned. If your Majesty will only be pleased to look at it. What a splendid design! What glorious colours! And at the same time they pointed to the empty frames, for they imagined that everyone else could see this exquisite piece of workmanship. How is this? Said the emperor to himself. I can see nothing. This is indeed a terrible affair. Am I a simpleton? Or am I unfit to be an emperor? That would be the worst thing that could happen. Oh, the cloth is charming, said he, aloud. It has my complete approbation. And he smiled most graciously, and looked closely at the empty looms, for on no account would he say that he could not see what two of the officers of his court had praised so much. All his retinue now strained their eyes, hoping to discover something on the looms, but they could see no more than the others. Nevertheless, they all exclaimed, "Oh, how beautiful!" and advised His Majesty to have some new clothes made from the splendid material for the approaching procession. Magnificent, charming, excellent resounded on all sides, and everyone was uncommonly gay. The emperor shared in the general satisfaction, and presented the impostors with the riband of an order of knighthood, to be worn in their buttonholes, and the title of gentlemen weavers. The rogues set up the whole of the night before the day on which the procession was to take place, and had 16 lights burning, so that everyone might see how anxious they were to finish the emperor's new suit. They pretended to roll the cloth off of the looms, cut the air with their scissors, and sewed with needles without any thread in them. "See," cried they at last, "the emperor's new clothes are ready." And now the emperor, with all the grandees of his court, came to the weavers, and the rogues raised their arms, as if in the act of holding something up, saying, "Here are your Majesty's trousers. Here is the scarf. Here is the mantle. The whole suit is as light as a cobweb. One might fancy one has nothing at all on. When dressed in it, that, however, is the great virtue of this delicate cloth." "Yes, indeed," said all the courtiers, although not one of them could see anything of this exquisite manufacture. "If your Imperial Majesty will be graciously pleased to take off your clothes, we will fit on the new suit in front of the looking-glass." The emperor was accordingly undressed, and the rogues pretended to array him in his new suit. The emperor turning around from side to side before the looking-glass. "How splendid His Majesty looks in his new clothes, and how well they fit!" everyone cried out. "What a design! What colours! These are indeed royal robes." "The canopy which is to be borne over your Majesty in the procession is waiting," announced the chief master of the ceremonies. I am quite ready, answered the emperor. Do my new clothes fit well? Asked he, turning himself round again before the looking-glass, in order that he might appear to be examining his handsome suit. The lords of the bedchamber, who were to carry his majesty's train, felt about on the ground, as if they were lifting up the ends of the mantle, and pretended to be carrying something, for they would by no means betray anything like simplicity or unfitness for their office. So now the emperor walked under his high canopy in the midst of the procession, through the streets of his capital, and all the people standing by, and those at the windows cried out, "Oh, how beautiful our emperor's new clothes! What a magnificent train there is to the mantle, and how gracefully the scarf hangs." In short, no one would allow that he could not see these much admired clothes, because in doing so he would have declared himself either a simpleton or unfit for his office. Certainly, none of the emperor's various suits had ever made so great an impression as these invisible ones. "But the emperor has nothing at all on," said a little child. "Listen to the voice of innocence," exclaimed his father, and what the child had said was whispered from one to another. "But he has nothing at all on," at last cried out all the people. The emperor was vexed, for he knew that the people were right, but he thought the procession must go on now. And the lords of the bedchamber took greater pains than ever to appear holding up a train, although in reality there was no train to hold. That's the end! Woo! That's the emperor's new clothes. Yeah, he got scammed. Well, technically, it's not a scam. It's called politics. It's a very, very good story to describe politics. Our troll, thank you so much for the sub. 7 months. Welcome back. Welcome back, Dingle Dog. You're Dingle Dog. Listen. In the world, in the whole world, all the eras, everyone pretends to know everything. Everyone pretends to know something, and everyone pretends to be knowing what they're doing, and also pretending they're superiors. Their what's that called? Yeah, their bosses are right. Yeah, this happens every day, isn't it? It happens every day, everywhere. I admit to being one of the one of those people who praised or follow their boss's words without questioning them. Welcome, troll. This is Troll Talon. Welcome, first chat. Thank you. Another troll. And RGB, hello. Thank you so much for the sub. Thank you so much. Why is the alert not on? Let me get my butt out. Yeah. Honestly, I've done that so many times. I have done that so many times to my boss. I'm guilty. You like fairy tales? Oh, Mako, welcome. You like fairy tales? Yeah. We are reading a few fairy tales today. I've just finished The Emperor's New Clothes. It's not very long. The stories are actually not very long, so I might be able to read a few more today. Simpleton. All you simpleton. You can't witness my pretty new bra. I swear I have a very beautiful new coat on, and you guys, no one can see it. No one has. Oh, wait, and you took off my bra. You see no bra. Well, no, I have a new one on. This is a new one. You guys should know that I have the prettiest bra ever. Teen Learn, welcome, welcome. I'm alive, of course I'm alive. Rio's food is so tasty, it gives me life. Your friend asks you to teach them, and you don't really know the thing they want you to teach, so you on the spot learn it and teach it to them. Yeah, same. Honestly, as a vet, I've pretended so many times, as in to say, oh, let me have a look at my book. Like pretend to know what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, most likely it's an infection. Let me check in my book. I will check, but let me check the antibiotic dose, and then go back and Google it. And once I've checked it and Googled, and I was like, yeah, that's what I was thinking about, yes. And then go back in and say, yeah, I believe, yeah, definitely your dog has got mycoplasma, and he's going to be on this antibiotic for how long. So let me check my book. My book called Google. Well, they both have two O's in them. So might as well be the same. Oh yeah, trick is to be a faster learner than the person you're teaching. Yep. Absolutely. But yeah, pretend. No, but for me, I would say it's more about like praising your boss for nothing. You know how the bosses have so many, because they're old bosses, they have been around for so long, they have so many practices that were like the remainder of the last era. And like there's no point in doing that, or like that's the wrong way of doing it from all the things that they have discovered now. But the old boss is still doing it because he was the boss, so everyone is still saying like, yeah, it has to be done this way, it has to be absolutely done this way because our boss says so. And then when the boss turns around or walk out of the way, then we do it in our own way. Oh no, I hope my boss is not watching my stream. No, he will not. Yeah, just make them hear what they want to hear. Sea Line, welcome. That's the art. That's the art of, what's it called? Licking the shoes of your boss? 踩鞋底 擦屁鞋 not 擦屁鞋 擦馬屁 You're my boss. Yeah, the art of deception. No, it's just to it's ways to survive in your company. It's always the people who are at the boss's butt that will get promoted, you know. You know. It sounds like the chimps and the banana experiment. The way people want to keep doing things the way they've always been done. Yup, absolutely. That's the way of the world, isn't it? That's the way of the old people. Most of the people who's like older in age, it's kind of set in their ways, and the older you go, the less and less that you're going to accept new things, accept new procedure, new habit and stuff. It's proven. So it's very important to keep in mind that you have to remember to remember to yeah to change. Oh, there's a raid. Thank you, raiders. Hydra Games, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. Why is my alert not working? I swear I've turned on the cloud bot. Welcome. Let me try the shout out. Huh? Oh no, it's working. Thank you so much for the shout out. Yay! Welcome. Get decent. Welcome. How are you guys doing? What were you streaming? You streaming Warhammer? Oh, I haven't played that game before. Is it fun? Welcome, raiders. Welcome. Yay! And thank you so much for the follow, Naily Vampire. Welcome. Hello. I have no idea why my alerts are not working today. Absolutely no idea. The cloud bot is on already. Then what is the alert? It is the alert. Oh well, I'll fix that up later. Nene is fine. Hello, welcome Nene. Thank you so much. It's a very fun game. Let me have a look. Later. Thank you so much. Everyone go check them out. Yes. We are reading some fairy tales here today. And I've just finished The Emperor's New Clothes. We're reading the Andersons fairy tale today. Yeah. You're hammering in the war. Like, nail it. Hammer the nails. Alright. Let me have a look. Let's move on to the next story. This story is called The Swineherd. The Swineherd. Let me change it. I think this is the same. It's the same word. Oh. You're putting my boobies back on. What are you guys playing with my boobies for? Someone took it off and someone put it on again. Oh, swineherd, you lost interest already. You're not interested in swine. I haven't heard of this. I haven't heard of this story actually. This is the first time of me reading this story in that case. You tell us off when we don't play with them, and I tell you off when you play with them as well. There's no pleasing the elf, okay? There's no pleasing me. Whatever you do is wrong. This is the training for you. Hey. This is a training for you to prepare you to have your own girlfriend. There's no pleasing them. Whatever you do is wrong, okay? You got the bra. Pass it on to the next person. If you can't win, then I may as well enjoy yourself. Hey, the philosophy of this is if your girlfriend win, she's happy. When she's happy, she's not going to give you trouble. And if she's not giving you trouble, it's a win for you, okay? If you let your girlfriend win, it's a win for you too. That's the truth. That's the fact about relationships, okay? Happy wife, happy life. Absolutely. How am I today? I'm good. It's my day off. I don't have to work, so it's been good. I've been sleeping the whole day as well. I've been sleeping too much. And someone put it back on again. That applies to girlfriends and boyfriends. You mean boyfriends as in bottoms? Now someone has I'm not dealing with your shit about my bra anymore. You guys can play with it all you want. I'm just going to sit here and accept my fate. All right. Let's see. The next story. The swineherd. Okay, let's go. There was once a poor prince who had a kingdom. His kingdom was very small, but still quite large enough to marry upon, and he wished to marry. It was certainly rather cool of him to say to the emperor's daughter, "Will you have me?" But so he did, for his name was renowned far and wide, and there were 100 princesses who would have answered yes and thank you kindly. We shall see what this princess said. Listen. It happened that where the prince's father lay buried, there grew a rose tree, a most beautiful rose tree, which blossomed only once in every 5 years, and even then bore only one flower. But that was a rose. It smelt so sweet that all cares and sorrows were forgotten by him who inhaled its fragrance. And furthermore, the prince had a nightingale, who could sing in such a manner that it seemed as though all sweet melodies dwelt in her little throat. So the princess was to have the rose and the nightingale, and they were accordingly put into large silver caskets and sent to her. The emperor had them brought into a large hall, where the princess was playing at visiting with the ladies of the court. And when she saw the caskets with the presents, she clapped her hands for joy. "Ah, if it were but a little pussy-cat," said she, but the rose tree with its beautiful rose came to view. "Oh, how prettily it is made," said all the court ladies. "It is more than pretty," said the emperor. "It is charming." But the princess touched it, and was almost ready to cry. "Fie, papa," said she, "it is not made at all. It is natural." "Let us see what is in the other casket, before we get into a bad humor," said the emperor. So the nightingale came forth, and sang so delightfully that at first no one could say anything ill-humored of her. "Superb! Charmant!" exclaimed the ladies, for they all used to chat her French, each one worse than her neighbor. "How much the bird reminds me of the musical box that belonged to our blessed empress," said an old knight. "Oh, yes, these are the same tones, the same execution." Yes, yes," said the emperor, and he wept like a child at the remembrance. "I will still hope that it is not a real bird," said the princess. "Yes, it is a real bird," said those who had brought it. "Well, Then let the bird fly, said the princess, and she positively refused to see the prince. However, he was not to be discouraged. He daubed his face over brown and black, pulled his cap over his ears, and knocked at the door. "Good day to my lord, the emperor," said he. "Can I have employment at the palace?" "Why, yes," said the emperor. "I want someone to take care of the pigs, for we have a great many of them." So the prince was appointed imperial swineherd. He had a dirty little room close by the pigsty, and there he sat the whole day and worked. By the evening he had made a pretty little kitchen pot. Little bells were hung all round it, and when the pot was boiling, these bells tinkled in the most charming manner, and played the old melody. "Ach du lieber Augustin, alles ist weg, weg, weg." I can't read this. This is German or something. Dear Augustine, all is gone, gone, gone. But what was still more curious, whoever held his finger in the smoke of the kitchen pot immediately smelt all the dishes that were cooking on every hearth in the city. This, you see, was something quite different from the rose. Can I type it in there? Let me copy it. I couldn't read that. Now the princess happened to walk that way, and when she heard the tune, she stood quite still and seemed pleased, for she could play Lieber Augustin. It was the only piece she knew, and she played it with one finger. "Why, there is my piece," said the princess. "That swineherd must certainly have been well educated. Go in and ask him for the price of the instrument." So one of the court ladies must run in. However, she drew on wooden slippers first. "What will you take for the kitchen pot?" said the lady. "I will have 10 kisses from the princess," said the swineherd. "Yes, indeed," said the lady. "I cannot sell it for less," rejoined the swineherd. "He is an impudent fellow," said the princess, and she walked on. But when she had gone a little way, the bell tinkled so prettily. Again. "Ach du lieber Augustin, alles ist weg, weg, weg." I hope I've read that right. Stay, said the princess. "Ask him if he will have 10 kisses from the ladies of my court." "No, thank you," said the swineherd. 10 kisses from the princess, or I keep the kitchen pot myself." "That must not be, either," said the princess. "But do you all stand before me that no one may see us." And the court ladies placed themselves in front of her, and spread out their dresses. The swineherd got 10 kisses, and the princess the kitchen pot. That was delightful. The pot was boiling the whole evening, and the whole of the following day. They knew perfectly well what was cooking at every fire throughout the city. From the chamberlains to the cobblers, the court ladies danced and clapped their hands. "We know who has soup, and who has pancakes for dinner today, who has cutlets, and who has eggs." "How interesting!" "Yes, but keep my secret, for I am an emperor's daughter." The swineherd, that is to say, the prince, for no one knew that he was other than an ill-favoured swineherd, let not a day pass without working at something. He at last constructed a rattle, which, when it was swung round, played all the waltz and jig tones, which have ever been heard since the creation of the world. "Ah, that is superb," said the princess when she passed by. "I have never heard prettier compositions. Go in and ask him for the price of the instrument, but mind, he shall know she have he shall have no more kisses. He will have 100 kisses from the princess, said the lady who had been to ask. I think he is not in his right senses, said the princess, and walked on. But when she had gone a little way, she stopped again. One must encourage art, said she. I am the emperor's daughter. Tell him he shall, as on yesterday, have 10 kisses from me, and may take the rest from the ladies of the court. Oh, but we should not like that at all, said they. What are you muttering? Asked the princess. If I can kiss him, surely you can. Remember that you owe everything to me. So the ladies were obliged to go to him again. 100 kisses from the princess, said he, or else let everyone keep his own. Stand round, said she, and all the ladies stood round her whilst the kissing was going on. What can be the reason for such a crowd close by the pigsty? Said the emperor, who happened just then to step out of the balcony. He rubbed his eyes and put on his spectacles. They are the ladies of the court. I must go down and see what they are about. So he pulled up his slippers at the heel, for he had trodden them down. As soon as he has got into the courtyard, he moved very softly, and the ladies were so much engrossed with counting the kisses that all might go on fairly, that they did not perceive the emperor. He rose on his tiptoes. What is all this? Said he, when he saw what was going on, and he boxed the princess's ears with his slippers, just as the swineherd was taking the 86th kiss. March out, said the emperor, for he was very angry, and both princess and swineherd were thrust out of the city. The princess now stood and wept, the swineherd scolded, and the rain poured down. Alas, unhappy creature that I am, said the princess, if I had but married the handsome young prince. Ah, how unfortunate I am. And the swineherd went behind a tree, washed the black and brown color from his face, threw off his dirty clothes, and stepped forth in his princely robes. He looked so noble that the princess could not help bowing before him. I am come to despise thee, said he. Thou wouldst not have an honourable prince. Thou couldst not prize the rose and the nightingale, but thou wast ready to kiss the swineherd for the sake of a trumpery plaything. Thou art rightly served. He then went back to his little kingdom and shut the door of his palace in her face. Now she might as well sing, Ach du lieber Augustin, alles ist weg, weg, weg. Woohoo! That's the story of the swineherd. Oh, that prince is so petty. Rio! You got the plague emote. Wag, wag, wag. Wag, wag, wag. Oh yeah, I can't use plague. Oh, I can't use plague. Unlocked with channel points. Why did Rio, if I give you my humbly opinion, the whole emote is black. The whole emote is black. It's black and plague. I can't see shit. Now, this story teaches the girls to not be greedy, okay? Because the guy might take revenge on you and slam his palace door in your face. Oh, you got TK. Oh, you got the point. The poke. So cute. Flag is so cute. There you go, girls. Kisses. What will I get if I give you guys 100 kisses? What will I get? What will I able to get if I am willing to give you guys 100? The whole story is a sexual innuendo. It's still, I think it's still fairy tales for kids. Dry lips. You can still have 100 dry kisses. Who said that I'm going to give you wet kisses? I'm going to give you dry kisses, okay? It's just a little smooch. Nothing wet, okay? You give 100 kisses and you get 100 kisses because it is the most even of trades. Oh wait, no. Oh wait, no, because I'm kissing all of you guys at the same time. So if there's 10 people here that's watching me, I'm getting 1,000 kisses back. So I'm giving 100 kisses out and getting 1,000 kisses back. That's a deal. That's a steal. Kiss of death from a grandma. Kisses that leaves your dentures in our cheeks. Fuck yeah. My teeth are natural, okay? My teeth is natural. Did you drop a gold kisses? A silver kiss of chocolate? I did not drop any kiss. Now, can I have the whole bag? I found a kiss glitch. You would like to donate any kisses you receive to Tro with thanks and appreciation. So that means Tro gets 200 kisses. Gosh. No, we don't trade with kisses over here, okay? We don't. There's no kissing festival. Oh, haha, welcome. Oh, you're the chocolate, TFI. So you're my chocolate. That's a very fun story. I don't think... Why is this called fairy tales? There is no fairy. I want fairy tale. This is not fairy tales. Where is my mermaid? Where is my little fairies? Where is my witches? My dragon? The fairy was in the gay time. How gay is your fairy? How gay? I was resisting the urge to say it, but you just had to say it. What? There's no fairies? You mean there's no fairies in the fairy tale? Unusually gay. But do fairies have the concept of being gay? Or is it just normal for them? You know? It's only natural for them to go with anyone. Uncommonly gay. Alright, what's the next story? The next story is called The Real Princess. The Real Princess. I am the real princess. Who's the real princess? The real princess. Done. Do fairies even have the parts to go with anyone? I am sure they have. I mean, you can go with anyone as long as you have body parts. You know, sex is not just about penetration. Okay? Sex is about the touch, the lick, the pleasuring. It's not just about those two organs. It's about your whole body, the atmosphere, the experience, the feelings. Yeah, the connection. Yeah, you guys are too narrow. It's the moment. Yes. Your vision is too narrow. What do you mean by have the parts to go with anyone? You can go with anyone. I can like be with a tree spirit for as much as I want. The ent, you know the ent, the ENT ent. It's called ent. Ent. What's the ent? Fairy. The tree ent. Yes. If I wish, I can have sex with the ant fairy, the tree ant fairy. Okay. Yeah, you were about to say how you're gonna go with the tree. See, I read your mind. See, if I wish, I can have sex with the tree. Out there, thank you so much for the follow. Sapphira Vibis, welcome. Thank you so much. I'm not too sure why the alert is not working today, so I'm gonna have to rely on my own realization that someone has done something. Yeah. Okay. The sex is better served cold. No. Some people like it cold, some people like it hot, some people like it cold and then hot. They have a trusty and a truck. Look, they have branches, okay? And they are rough, okay? And they have tree holes like trustees. And if they want, they can turn into a whip. Oh, and most of them are so long-lived that they have the wisdom. There you go. Best sex exists before any touch begins. I know, it's the connection. Connection, okay? Alright, enough of fucking with trees, okay? Enough fucking with the tree. I'm saying I can, but I'm not going to, okay? I can't find a tree and a fairy that I'm attracted to just yet, okay? Okay. Enough. Tex and Pim, welcome. Spirits can shed their corporeal form and intertwine their ethereal mist into a sexy cloud. Oh, look at that cloud. I'm sure that's two fairies having sex over there. Don't look. It's their private business, okay? Oh, do you mean like Coros? Have you seen Coros sex party? I mean the sea coral. The coral sex party. Once in every month or every few months, um they go on a full moon day. Is it full moon or I can't remember. I remember full moon or new moon. On a certain day, they're going to spit all the eggs and spit all the sperm into the water, and they are going to have a huge orgy. They're gonna have a huge orgy in the water, and it's so magnificent that all the scientists, the marine biologists, are they would love to witness that huge orgy party. mm-hmm. When do they coral breeding time? Oh yeah, coral spawning. The coral will reproduce 3 to 6 nights after the full moon in November or December. That's the Great Barrier Reef coral. Oh. The spawning lasts between a few days and a week. That's a huge orgy. Huge. Okay. Sandy, welcome. You have came into the coral orgy talk. I mean coral spawning, okay? I mean coral spawning. Coral, not me. Coral, okay? No, we are reading fairy tales today. We are reading some fairy tales, okay? It's off. It's off. Alright, we are reading about the next story is the real princess. Real. The real princess. Real is my princess. No. The real princess. Alright, let me have a stretch and hydrate, then we will read our third fairy tale for the night. Oh, my back! Oh, crap. You guys hydrate. Yeah, I cracked my back too ambitiously. I almost slipped a disc. Yeah, my back may snap off. It's so old. How's my weekend? It's full of sleep. I slept the whole day. I slept the whole day. I woke up, I had a good sleep. I woke up, do a little bit of things, and then fall back to sleep after lunch, and then only woke up before dinner. So it was a nice day. Oh, thank you, Sandy. Alright, let's go to the next story. The Real Princess. There was once a prince who wished to marry a princess, but then she must be a real princess. He traveled all over the world in hopes of finding such a lady, but there was always something wrong. Princesses he found in plenty, but whether they were real princesses, it was impossible for him to decide. For now one thing, now another, seemed to him not quite right about the ladies. At last he returned to his palace quite cast down, because he wished so much to have a real princess for his wife. One evening a fearful tempest arose. It thundered and lightened, and the rain poured down from the sky in torrents. Besides, it was as dark as pitch. All at once there was heard a violent knocking at the door, and the old king, the prince's father, went out himself to open it. It was a princess who was standing outside the door. What with the rain and the wind, she was in a sad condition. The water trickled down from her hair, and her clothes clung to her body. She said she was a real princess. Ah, we shall soon see that, thought the old queen mother. However, she said not a word of what she was going to do, but went quietly into the bedroom, took all the bedclothes off the bed, and put 3 little peas on the bedstead. He then laid 20 mattresses one upon another over the 3 peas, and put 20 feathers beds over the mattress. Upon this bed the princess was to pass the night. The next morning she was asked how she had slept. "Oh, very badly indeed," she replied. "I have scarcely closed my eyes the whole night through. I do not know what was in my bed, but I had something hard under me, and am all over black and blue. It has hurt me so much." Now it was plain that the lady must be a real princess, since she had been able to feel the 3 little peas through the 20 mattresses and 20 feather beds. None but a real princess could have had such a delicate sense of feeling. Prince accordingly made her his wife. Being now convinced that he had found a real princess, the 3 peas were however put into the cabinet of curiosities, where they are still to be seen, provided they are not lost. Wasn't this a lady of real delicacy? Hmm. 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 Dude, my prince, you have found a real demanding bitch. She might be a real princess, but she is a real demanding bitch too. Very high standards. That's the 3 little peas. I did not realize the title is The Real Princess. I thought the title would be like The Princess and the 3 Little Peas. Being kept up all night because of 3 hot peas under her bed sounds like a very different kind of story. You can draw that story for me. I wish there is this story. Oh my god. Can you just draw that out for me? Can some dojinshi draw that story for me, please? Just like the Red Riding Hood. There's so many Red Riding Hood furry hentai comics around. Can we have the princess with the 3 little pea? Yeah, high maintenance, but someone could still be a good person even if they're very sensitive. I mean, yeah, they are very sensitive, but how bad manner of her to mention it to the host. Like you were lost in this little place and it was raining and you had a night to spend in this castle, and they gave you a bed, a clean bed with that many mattresses and a safe place to sleep over, and you dare complain about those peas. How bad manners do you have? Obviously I'm not a princess, okay? Obviously. I wish I am an elf princess, but no, I'm just a lowly forest elf that lives in the forest and live on my own. I only have 1 slave. So sad. I only have 1 slave, and I had to capture my slave on my own. I'm a princess in your heart. Aw, Sandy. Okay, now take those peas off my bed. It's very uncomfortable. Take it off my bed and give me a better bed. Mm-hmm. There we go. This is quite a short story. Oh, the next story is quite long. Maybe next time. Oh, it's a very long story. Oh, it's a long story called The Shoes of Fortune. Maybe we'll leave that for the next time. The Shoes of Fortune. They have sub-chapters. Okay, I have enough story for today. I have enough story for today. Let me take my book away. Book. Yay! That's some very good stories. Let's chat a little. We can chat a little. How was my reading though? I was so nervous trying to read stuffs to you guys because of my accents. I don't know how to read some of the words. And my voice, it's so cringy. It's very nervous, you know. Thanks for making a sleepy mom. Yeah. If you have insomnia... Wait, you guys are not sleepy enough. Do you want me to make you sleepier? I have good stuff to make you sleepier. Let me get this up. I have better things. Okay, this sounds like a very good piece to read to you guys. To treat your insomnia. Does everyone want to hear this? You have an ASMR just for sleeping. The accent, sorry. The accent added to the experience. It sounds more cultured. It sounds more exotic. Mom, it's not even 10 p.m. You don't want to go to sleep. It's 10 p.m. You're supposed to go to sleep, okay? It's not the same thing you're searching now. The thing that I'm searching now is called seizures in exotic pets. When presented with a seizuring dog or cat, the steps to take are familiar to most veterinarians. However, with a non-traditional species, even knowing where and how to administer treatments presents a challenge, as well as what might be common etiologies. When presented with a seizuring dog or cat, the steps to take are familiar. Wait, why is the same? Oh, with a little additional familiarity, any practitioner can effectively treat any seizuring patient. The most important aspect to remember, regardless of species, is to first control the seizures and return the patient's body temperature and vital parameters to normal. As with any animal, prolonged seizures may result in permanent deficits, but the extent of these deficits cannot be assessed for several days. Supportive care may be required during that time, including fluid therapy, nutritional support, and sometimes even management of the sedated or debilitated patient, including turning the patient, lubricating eyes, and physical therapy. In any seizuring patient, check blood glucose and administer a dextrose bolus if necessary. If vascular access is not readily available, or if the animal is actively seizing, proceed as you would in any other species. Administer diazepam 0.5 to 1 mg per kilogram. Administer intravenously if possible, but this may be a challenge in exotic patients. As an alternative, administer rectally or cloacally or orally, as diazepam is readily absorbed across mucous membranes. Use double the intravenous dose for this route. Diazepam can also be administered intramuscularly, but it is poorly absorbed via this route. Absorption of intramuscular medications in birds is almost as rapid as intravenous, but slower in other species. The dose may be doubled if necessary. Alternatively, administer midazolam intramuscularly at 0.5 to 2 mg per kilogram. Okay, are you sleepy now? Are you sleepy? And it's just two paragraph of this horribly long thing. Yes, and that's the thing that I need to read, because I have seizuring patients that I need to manage. Did you guys like just read us textbooks? That's basically journals. You sent a good video to get me to fall asleep. Did anyone listen to what I say just now and learn a little bit stuff? I did. You can use diazepam to control seizuring patients, and it's 0.5 to 1 milligram per kilogram, and you can shove it up the ass, you can put it in the vein, put it in the mouth, and it will be absorbed. If you put it in the ass, you have to be double the dose of what you use in the vein, but you can put the diazepam in the muscle of a bird because it's absorbed very great. Something about diazepam in the cloaca. Yes, you got something out of it. You got your knowledge for the day. What the fuck? Oh yeah, trolls ASMR to help you sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Now I'll beat you to sleep. You just want to get things out from ass, don't want to put it in. You're eating. Welcome to the Elf Veterinarians channel, where we talk about poop, we talk about pee, we talk about pus, we talk about fucking, we talk about dying, diseases, we talk about... Welcome. We talk about broken fingers, we're talking about your eyes falling out of your... That seems like a painful but effective sleep aid. Yes. Have you seen those kung fu movies? Like you just have a little chop at the back of your neck and then you instantly fall into a coma? Thank you so much for the follow, Shadow Word Pain. Thank you so much. And the first chat as well. Thank you so much. Can I explain how a cloaca works? Cloaca, it's simply a collective hole, a one single hole that you poop, you pee, and you give birth out of. Okay, it's just a hole. A lot of mammals, they have at least separate they have at least a separate poop hole and a pee and giving birth hole. Humans have 3 different holes. We have a vagina, we have a urethra, and we have an a-hole. Cloaca just means that it's all collectively into the same hole. You love this channel, PR Master. You love pee and poo? Yeah. Tried to do it in real life and you got punched in the face. Troll, you have missed the most important step. You have to tie them down before you start punching in their face. Okay, otherwise your patient will struggle and they will fight back. Okay, you have to, or have your nurse to hold them down so that they can't fight back. Okay, that's the tips from the vet. Have your nurse to hold them down, otherwise they're going to bite you. They're going to scratch you. Yeah, that's a multi-purpose hole. A cloaca is a multi-purpose hole. You don't have a vagina, couch? Huh? You don't have a vagina? Who have guessed? Who have guessed? Gonna fuck them all. Like the Pokemon master. That's something that I've talked to Rio about. I have a sudden realization that Pokemon might be the original, or if not the original, might be the biggest fandom to nurture furries. It's the biggest nurture, the breeding ground, the biggest nurture facility to furries. You meant the karate chop to the back of the neck. Oh, that one. That's a myth. You can't actually do that. You can't actually do that. Treat them like doctor wants to be treated. Tie them down. And fuck them so hard that they lost consciousness. Then it's the best way to fall asleep. No, I did not say anything. I absolutely did not say anything. Ants are lucky. 1 whole 3 functions always have feeling. They don't have feeling in it, dude. Not every animal have like pleasurable feelings in their little holes. Maybe you won't come to Sydney. Why? Because there's too many Pokemon lovers. That for them. Well, you're gonna eat them anyway, so. Oh! Okay, knowledge time. Do you know that chicken doesn't have a dick? The rooster. Roosters don't have dicks. The way for them to breed is called a cloacal kiss. Okay? So they have to rub, the male and the female rub their cloaca together, where the rooster deposits the sperm into the hen's cloaca. Yeah, they rub it together. That's called a cloacal kiss. You know this because you have a cock. Yes, it's a hole-on-hole action. That's how chicken breed. Okay? There you go. That's your knowledge of the day. This is where scissoring comes from. No, they don't do it that way. But okay. What? You have a cock, yes. You have a rooster. Cock equals to rooster. There we go. What? Tribadism? What's tribadism? Today you learn. Absolutely. There you have. What is it? That's not a word. That's not a word. Oh no, that is a word. Oh, a form of sexual activity between women in which the genitals are stimulated by being rubbed against one another. That's called scissoring. Just use the word scissoring. Fucking hell. That's so difficult, that word. That's so difficult. Just call it scissoring. Gosh. It's confirmed as realistic. Yeah, you can do it, but it's not that It's not that pleasurable. It's not that practical, you know. It's just a way. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not practical. I can confirm that to you. We need the common term and the formal term. Fucking hell. True. You Homo sapiens. You fellow lowly Homo sapiens. You wanna be formal? I'm calling you guys Homo sapiens from now on. You're not a Homo sapiens? What do you mean you're not a homo? You use scissors to cut paper and cardboard. That's called scissoring. Absolutely. Ouch, you know how to do scissoring very well. You're not a Homo sapien too. Some of us more homo and less sapient. You guys are gems. Alright. You may be homo but not sapien. Alright. I don't have much to do today anymore. I think I might end it early today. I finished reading stories and finished doing what I want to do for today. I am going to practice singing. I'm going to practice singing in my own privacy. Himbo gay sharing one brain cell with the other himbos. But we mean well. You guys are all himbo gays. Are you implying that? Singing for birthday? Yeah, that's a must-have, isn't it? Karaoke on birthday streams, it's a must-have. Yeah, but I want to do karaoke for a long time. Yeah, but I've just been like building up on my song list and kind of say getting instrumentals, getting things all together, practicing some songs before I have a karaoke. When am I doing it? I don't know. I will be doing it on the 22nd to 23rd, like before my birthday, the weekend before my birthday. 22, 23. I don't know how long am I going to do it, but it's fine. You're at the province. Too bad. You're going to miss it. Too bad. Well, if there is... I don't really know whether there will be a VOD or not. You're gonna give me a gift? You don't have to. You don't have to give me a gift. Just say you love me. Oh well. I believe there will be a VOD. That most likely will be a VOD left. But the karaoke might not. I might not leave the karaoke. You hate how I went. Yeah, maybe the karaoke's not going to have a VOD left. We'll see. We'll see, because maybe copyright. Who knows? Who knows? I can cut it from the VOD. Yeah, I can. You know my last birthday stream. I still have the video with me, but I still haven't got the time to cut it. Yeah, I still don't have the time to process it. I mean, it's been a year, but it's just been sitting there. And I don't think I'm planning to put it back up anymore again. I'm just gonna let it get lost in the time. See? Yeah, I sang a Carpenter song, yes. But I have but the songs that I'm going to sing are all those songs like I sing Disney songs, I sing Ghibli songs. Oh, I sing a lot of I don't know how to sing the others one. Mm. Oh well, we'll just leave it unarchived anyways. Disney? Yeah, I'm old. Shut up. I'm an old woman. I sing Disney songs. Shut up. Save it for after you get real good at karaoke. I'm still going to save it, but I'm not gonna let you guys see it anymore. Let it get lost in the time. I'm playing with copyright, I know. That's why it's going to be an unarchived karaoke, you know? It's going to be unarchived. And I'm just going to like, I don't know. I have a whole list. I have made a list of songs. And like Disney songs. And like musicals as well. I don't know, I like musicals. The song that I have in my mind at the moment is he gay or European? Have you guys heard that song before? I still haven't finished practicing or learning how to sing that song. But I love that song. That song is so fucking funny. You try not to remember. Is he gay or European? I don't know. I liked that song. Like Disney, no, I have six songs that I really want to sing for Disney. That's not a lot. Oh wait. Are these musicals from Disney or not? Who knows? Maybe not. This is fun. This is fun. Yeah, Legally Blonde, yes. Yeah, that's from the musical. Everyone's only watching the movie Legally Blonde, but they're not watching the musical. The musical is so funny. Even on YouTube, they will leave the music in there and just remove monetization if it is claimed. Very rare for an actual copyright strike to happen. I think as long as I don't leave the VOD around, or they will just mute it, isn't it? They will just mute my music anyways. Yeah, the musical is better. Musical is better. Not gonna lie. At the moment, it's not very long. Yeah, it's not a lot of song that I have listed at the moment, but I am practicing it. And I'm not very good at singing. I mean, Ah, people, welcome. Welcome, people. On Twitch, it mutes it. On YouTube, they remove monetization. They can't remove monetization when I don't even have monetization. Yeah, there you go. They can't remove it because I don't have it, okay? sing more ABBA. ABBA songs? What is it? Is Dancing Queen the ABBA song? Dancing Queen. Da, 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 da. Is that song? Ah, Cuckoo Land. Welcome, welcome. Welcome in. That's ABBA, right? Okay, I'll put that on the list. I'll put that on the list of I'm going to sing it. Dancing Queen. I don't know the lyrics, but I only know the melody at the moment. And I have some songs from The Greatest Showman. The Greatest Snowman, not Snowman. The Greatest Showman. The Wicked, The Wizard of Oz, Cats, Les Miserables, and then we got Carpenters, ABBA, like old ass songs like You Raise Me Up. Oh my god, the song list is so fucking old. Fuck. We have new songs. We have new songs like Yoasobi and stuff, but oh my fucking now that I look back at my song list, oh my fucking god. We got Fly Me to the Moon, we got The Rose, we got Barbie Girl. We got like the musicals, we got Defying Gravity, Memory, Over the Rainbow. And then the Ghibli ones. Oh my god, so old. Oh, Pigs fan, thank you so much for the follow and the first chat as well. Hello, welcome. Welcome. We're talking about the songs that I'm going to sing on my birthday stream. I don't know. I might make it a long stream still. It might be a long stream. I don't know if I will be able to make it a subathon or something. Who knows? You can't sing You Raise Me Up, it makes you cry every time. It's okay, you don't have to sing it. I can sing it and you can cry. Welcome. A stretch. Thank you so much for the stretch. That's an old woman stretch. There you have it. That's an old woman back splitting, back breaking stretch. Did you hear the crack? I swear there was a crack. I don't think whether you guys can hear it or not. I'm yawning. And you'll see an old woman getting hospitalized. Absolutely. See you guys in the hospital. If I actually dying in the hospital, I will stream in the hospital and kind of say, let you guys all mourn for my death. You don't wear earphones, don't ask you. Yeah. No, I don't think it's loud enough to be picked up. Heard that loud and clearly, ambulance. Fuck. When's my birthday? My birthday is 24th of the April, but because I have to work, the stream will be sitting around 22, 23rd of April. Sadly. I'm a slave to the capitalism. I'm a slave to capitalism. I need to earn money. You know you're not the type to mourn, right? You can laugh at me. If that's your thing. You can laugh at me on my deathbed. That's accepted too. Okay? You can mourn, you can cry, or you can laugh at me. Okay? You're going to blast Eurobeat when I'm dying. Fucking hell, Joe. Fucking hell. So I can have my one last dance, right? Fucking hell, you can moan. Okay, you can moan too. Oh my goodness, true. Alright, I am going to leave you guys alone. And yeah, I'm going to leave you guys alone and go and practice singing. You're blasting European notes. Why do you say don't leave? Do you miss me? Well, Mom, it's just 10 p.m. Go to sleep. It's time to sleep. Let me find someone to raid. Who should we raid? Let's wait. Let's raid Twee today. She is drawing. Oh, it's quite cool. Is that character design or something? Let's go. Oh, Roku. Oh, Roku is streaming. Let's see. Roku. What's Roku doing? Why? Okay, well, we'll go Roku. We're gonna see Roku. Just doing a spooky horror game. Let's go. Let's raid Roku in the case. Roku_D. Is that the right one? Yes, that's the right one. Alright guys, thank you so much for coming. I have read a few fairy tales today. We're gonna see you again maybe tomorrow, the day after, who knows? Who knows? Life is random. Nobody can expect what's gonna happen tomorrow, not even me myself. There we go. Let's go. Let's go and spook Roku. Let's go. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye.